Phoebe Bridgers, welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Mike Jones. It's iHeartRadio. And well, Phoebe, we got a lot we can talk about with music and all kinds of stuff you're doing, but I really just want to talk about Japan and your new dog. That could be our whole conversation.
Oh, let's do it.
Well, which one do you want to talk about? I'll give you the choice. Maxine or Japan? Which one first?
Let's talk about Maxine. I miss Japan.
Okay. Well, where is Maxine then?
Maxine is being babysat by my mother because her vet is like a minute away from my mom's house, and I had radio going on. So she gets her last shots today.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go to the dog park later. We're gonna just, put our faces on that beautiful Los Angeles concrete, not worry about getting parvo. It's gonna be great.
And how long have you had Maxine? It was just a couple weeks, right? That's it. I only saw her pop up on your Instagram just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I got her right at the beginning of the year, and I grew up with a purebred pug dog from a breeder that lived to be 16 with me, and he was awesome. I love him so much, and he died. Yeah, he died in the beginning of 2019, and since then I've been looking for a surrendered or shelter pug puppy, which is so rare, as you can imagine. So sometimes dogs come in pregnant, or people buy a dog and then don't want them anymore. But I was pretty insistent on the shelter thing, and I was just starting to feel like it was futile, and I was never gonna find another purebred pug dog at a shelter. And then Maxine popped up in my life on a shelter website called Big Love Animal Rescue, and it's been so great. It's been so great. I wish I had her the whole pandemic.
Your new best friend, does she go everywhere with you now?
Yes. Yeah, she's going to be in lots of photo shoots coming up.
Have you thought about, like, when it's time to go back on the road, like, how will she be handled when you're on stage? Because I've seen some bands, like, they have doggy earmuffs. You can let them just run out on stage. Darn it, I forget which band it was, but they had their dog out there, and it was like, okay, dogs running around while they're just jamming. It's the coolest thing.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll do that. Although she's pretty clumsy. Like, she'll fall down the stairs and stuff. Maybe it's just because she's a puppy, but yeah, she'll definitely. Whoever my tour manager is on the next tour is gonna really it's gonna be a glorified dog trainer.
Tour manager / dog walker. That's your job now.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to make sure, you said it was Big Love Animal Rescue. I'm going to make sure to put up their info with our video too, so everyone can find out about them.
There's tons of puppies all the time. I saw so many when I picked her up. I almost took them all.
And that's the problem. We rescued both of our cats, and it's like, we're there for one, but then it's like, wait, there's 100 more. There's 100 more buddies that can come home with us, right? We could be those people. We can do it.
Totally.
Well, now I want to talk about Japan, because beginning of last year, my wife and I were like, it's more me, but I really wanted to go, and hey, that's a big trip. We got to save up for it. So let's start doing that. Let's think about it. And then world shuts down. I don't know when we're ever going to get to go. So I've been living vicariously through your song Kyoto. For anyone that's been there, you got to tell me all about how cool Japan is.
Oh, it's the best. It's the closest place that I've been where I've romanticized it first, and then it was really exactly like the way I romanticized it. Just so beautiful and clean, and I was there when it was still rainy and in February, and it's just so like gray, but in such a great way, and the food is so good, and public transit is immaculate. It's beautiful. And I was supposed to go last year with the National, and then the pandemic happened, and so it was the first place I was going to go on tour, which is also depressing because I was really looking forward to it.
That would have been an awesome, you and Matt and the guys from the National. That would have been a great tour.
Totally.
Is there any plan to reschedule that? Like, have you talked to Matt and said, hey, once we can do whatever, can we do this again?
I think we're all just kind of waiting to see, I was supposed to go on tour with 1975. I was obviously supposed to go on my own tour. So everything keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed. And I think at this point, it's just like you threw a bunch of coins in the air and are waiting to see where they'll fall.
Yeah. Like, please, anything. I mean, we're going in the right direction. We definitely are. So, and I've seen like Australia, they're having, who was it? It was it was Bush and Stone Temple Pilots and Cheap Trick. And they're all going on tour there next month for like April and May. So that gives me hope. That gives me hope that here and everywhere, we're going to be able to do it again soon.
Totally.
So I want to ask you about your Kyoto video, Phoebe, because it's a piece of magical art. It really is. You and the laser beams and action figure Godzilla. Tell me you have that, like you and the laser beams printed out somewhere, like you have it framed in your house. You really should. You should get an oil painting of that, really.
Sometimes fans will make art or portraits of me and stuff, and I can't. I mean, I can't have that in my own home. So I always give them to my mom. So I'm sure she has one somewhere.
You need maybe there could be like a montage when you go on tour. There's a video behind you of all these cool fan things.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I mean, I have like a little collection going. It's great.
Oh, that's what's the best? What's the prize piece in the collection right now?
I don't even know if I can say it on a radio show.
We're recording. It's going to air later. You're good to go.
Well, someone made me a friendship bracelet, like with really cute, like a little kid would make, except it says eating ass and taking names. And that's in my house. That's like with all my, like, I'm pretty particular about jewelry. Like I like really small jewelry. I don't have a lot of it. So it's like a very, very curated collection. And then I have this eating ass and taking names bracelet that I have with my collection. So that's definitely my prized piece.
That, I mean, look, if you're, God forbid, but if your house catches on fire, you get Maxine, you get that, you're good. You can replace everything else. That is a treasure. That is a priceless treasure. Well, how is your mom doing? Because we got to talk about your mom too, and the fact that she's moving up in the comedy world, kind of at your expense, your brothers too. Like how is that, having mom being an aspiring comedian?
I think it's exactly how everyone would imagine it. It's like you're proud and you're happy. I think it took her a long time to get the confidence to do it, but it also is mortifying. But it's really cool.
Has there been anything that has been off limits for mom to talk about? Or is it like, look, I'm going to write about it in my songs. I'm open, whatever goes.
Yeah, exactly. I think she's been forced to have the entire public know a lot about our personal life. So, and the way I grew up. So it's only fair.
That's, you know what? You got to have the give and take. If you're going to do it, she can do it too. How about your brother? Is he handling it well too?
Yeah, he's super supportive. He's kind of, they're kind of like Jay and Silent Bob, where he's Silent Bob, and now that she's been doing Zoom shows, he's in the background a lot, like just nodding and being quiet. It's funny.
That's hilarious. He should start holding up cue cards or something. That's hysterical. I love that. What about let's talk about Saturday Night Live, and I don't want to talk about the guitar or anything. I just want to ask, how cool was it to play on the SNL stage? Like, you get to debut only one time and you nailed it when you did.
It was so cool. Yeah, I hope I get to go back. It was like the best. And I was very happy for it to be over though. Like I was so nervous, and I was like, if something goes wrong, you go viral forever and you never live it down. Like I was just so glad that it went fine, and we all that night I slept like a baby.
I'm sure. Like, and that whole week, you're in New York that whole week practicing, right? Like, yeah. You probably ran through 2 songs 50 times that week, didn't you?
Yeah, for sure.
And how was it working with Dan Levy? Because he just seems like such an awesome, cool, down-to-earth dude, but very eccentric too. Like, he just seems like he is.
Yeah, he's so cool. He's definitely monetizing like a caricature version of himself, but he's so funny in real life. Like he's exactly how you would imagine, and the sweetest. So it was like, you can just see what he accentuates about his actual personality in Schitt's Creek. So it was so cool.
And probably it's probably surreal. Have you ever seen SNL being done before? Or was that your first time like performing and seeing it?
Yeah, definitely first time seeing it live, and it was everybody's so stressed out and high strung, and they're making cuts up until like a couple hours before and changing things, and it's just fun to see it evolve.
I imagine it's just like, here's the scene, and then during commercials, 500 people scrambling, and just like it's chaos all over the place.
Definitely. Lots of costume changes that are like 20 seconds. It's
Wow.
crazy.
It's unbelievable. And it's unbelievable that they pull it off so well, that they don't have catastrophes every week or anything,
Totally.
you know? So Phoebe, I got to ask you, why Iris? Why did you and Maggie Rogers, why did you do Iris? Because that song holds a special place in my heart because of Nick Cage and City of Angels. So I hope that's the same reason.
I think, I mean, weirdly, I'm obviously like, I've also so grown up with that song, but weirdly, I think the first time I heard it was in Treasure Planet when I was a kid. My
Okay.
brother was obsessed with that movie. But I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Like I really didn't think about the tweet at all. I really didn't think about it. And then we got our bluff got called, you know? And so I was like, we actually have to do this now.
But it turned out great. I know it was only up for one day. Is there ever a plan to put it out officially? Like maybe for a record store day, vinyl or something?
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. It's a good
You
idea.
know, I just like to throw around ideas here and there. You
That
take
is
that one.
perfect.
That one's on the house, Phoebe Bridgers. That one's for you.
I like-
So you worked with Maggie. You did Boy Genius with Lucy and Julian, and we said Matt from the National earlier with Connor Oberst. Is there anyone else on the list? There has to be a huge list right now of other people you want to work with.
I mean, I think the fun part about collaboration for me is that they've all kind of fallen into my lap. I haven't been like trying for a really long time to get together with somebody and then it finally happens, or it's just all it all kind of falls into place. So I'm just, I have no expectations, but I'm sure the next thing will be fun and natural.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, at this point, everybody's like, hey, let's try to work with each other. We've got some time. Let's do it. Why not?
I love that.
Are you nervous about the Grammys coming up? We're not too far away.
Yes.
You are. Okay.
I keep forgetting about it, and then I'm like, oh wow, we really aren't.
All right, my bad. I'm just asking some questions here. No, but that's cool that it's all especially the best rock performance. It's all women leading that category, doing that category. It's the first time ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's you guys are making history. Are you feeling confident? I don't know. I don't know if I want to say that and be a jinx or anything, but I got to ask, are you feeling good or what?
Yes, I am. It's just, I had no expectations and I still have none. It's cool to be lumped into a category with like so many people that I love. And yeah, it's like, I just get to dress up and go to something. I mean, what really happens after you actually get one? Like nothing. So like, this is the fun part. You know what I mean?
I don't even know if you get one that night or if you got to wait like 6 weeks in the mail. I don't know.
Exactly. I actually still don't have my what's it called? My graduation slip. I don't even know what it's called.
Diploma?
I don't have my. Well, no. Do you get a diploma from high school too?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Wouldn't even know what it's called. They gave me a frame, and they were like, "We'll send it to you in the mail," because they like forgot to print them out or something the day. I didn't go to college and graduated high school, and they like kind of faced these frames away from the audience. We're like, "Here you go." And then my brother went to that high school also, so I would pick him up from school and be like, "Yo, do you have my diploma?" He'd be like, "Oh, I think it's in the basement." I was like, "Don't worry about it." So I still don't have one. No accolades.
Thanks for helping to shape my future. If you can't remember a piece of paper, what am I supposed to do in the real world?
Exactly.
Now,
when I play the soda bar in San Diego, they ask to see my diploma to make sure I graduated high school. Can't do that.
Are you actually going to go? Is there an actual Grammy ceremony or are you doing it at home?
It might be some sort of combination. We're still kind of waiting to get details, but whatever it is, I'm definitely going to dress up. So yeah. I just won't wear shoes.
So you have to be prepared. Like, I mean, you're in LA, so they're going to have it there. So you just have to be prepared. Like, am I at home on a camera or am I there with nobody around me? And fingers crossed, here we go.
Yeah. Who knows? It's going to be wild. Whatever.
Well, I wish you luck on it, Phoebe. And before I let you go, we're doing, I mean, not just us, but everybody around the world. Monday's International Women's Day. And I wanted to get your take as, a woman making her way in the music world, doing a lot of great things. Who are some of the people that inspired you to do what you do now? And then who are some of the people that you look at as the up and comers along with you, the other future superstars?
I always looked up to people like Nina Simone, who just kind of don't care what people think ever. Like every interview she ever gave, she's just like, she's dealt with so much stuff, and she's just, you can tell that she's just pissed. And I think that's an appropriate attitude. And she's so cool and so much more talented than so many people who are coming up at the same time as her who had more opportunities. So I don't know. I just love that like punk rock attitude while still making like this incredible music and contributing so much to society. But as far as up and comers, who am I listening to right now who's an up and comer? It's hard to call anybody an up and comer because mostly we just, everybody is new to somebody at all times. Like,
Sure.
I'm nominated for Best New Artist, and my first record came out in 2017. But I think that's fair because it's like I am new to so many people this year. I think that everybody's new all the time. But as far as music I'm discovering, I've been getting really into like Samia.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really cool. She made a record of her whole album covered by other artists, and my friend Christian and my friend Charlie were on it, and I was like, wow, these songs are just untouchable. So
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna write that down. Samia?
Yeah.
All right. Wrote that down. Well, cool. Anybody else that comes to mind on any playlists you have right now?
Yeah, let me look at my playlists.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm like constantly making playlists for people, so I'm sure it'll be easy.
Is there a song, while you're looking, is there a song that's on every playlist that you make for someone?
Yeah, a lot of grouper. I think it just kind of is the gum between songs for playlists. When I make playlists for Connor, they're the only ones with no Bright Eyes on them. So definitely Bright Eyes all the time. What do I have on here? I mean, 100 Gex, bomb. Laura is a genius. Julian Baker's new record is incredible.
That just came out, right? Just recently?
Yeah, it's a masterpiece. I've been listening to Molly Drake lately.
Okay.
Nick Drake's mother. It's very weird. Very weird. What else? Melanie Faye is really, really cool. It's a moot point. And then she also has a song with Claude, who I signed to my label. And
he just did something. He just put out an album too, right?
Yeah, they just put out a record called Super Monster, and the song with Melanie is called Mr. Bitch, which it's so good.
Okay, because I saw Claro was on. She may have done a song with them or something.
Yeah, they have a band. Damn it, what's it called?
I know
Darren,
I'm putting you on the spot on a lot of stuff right now.
Darren, what are they called?
Sorry, what was that?
What's Claire's and Claude's band?
Shelly.
Shelly, yes.
Okay.
Shelly. Yeah, Shelly's sick. It's awesome. And a lot of Shelly songs were kind of like sent to us as like in a lump of possible record songs, and they're so good, and I'm just so impressed with what they both do at home. And Claire's like a crazy guitar player. It's awesome.
Yeah, and she's only 22. I thought she was a little older than that, but only 22 and just making so many big things happen. So, well, that's awesome. You know what? I appreciate you doing that for me, Phoebe, and giving some suggestions for all of us to check out too. Some new things to add to our playlists.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Well, so what do you think? The next couple months, like, are you just going to be waiting like everyone else? Do you have more plans for music, or like immediate future, maybe year future? What are you looking at with Phoebe Bridgers?
Chomping at the bit to play shows for sure, but also maybe going to try to make something else, because why not?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're with so much testing and so many people who are already vaccinated, it's just like it is totally reasonable to go into a studio now with a small group. So it's less scary than last year. So maybe it'll be a perfect time to make something while everybody has so much time to kill.
Absolutely. Make something positive, because we could certainly use it right now.
Totally.
Absolutely. Well, Phoebe, I appreciate it. And, you're on new iHeartRadio on the Verge artist. And well, that's for people that big things are coming, but big things have already happened for Phoebe Bridgers. But still, I hope you have a big night at the Grammys, and hopefully you can get back to Japan and tour with the National and take Maxine everywhere and do it all, Phoebe. You're awesome.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Later. Bye.